Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Lines Forever. I'm here for a dual cast with Keezer. Hi Keezer, how are you?
Hey, hello everyone. I'm doing fine, and you?
Good, good. So we have Maitz playing Cybern versus Low in the UEF on Whitefire V2. Um, Slow already has second and third air queued up, which is kind of unusual. Usually we see
Yeah, it's true.
second air or second navy even. So what do you think he's gonna do with two air factories?
Well, it's typical from Zlo, so I guess we can expect some AV airplay. Usually, I like to go like for second land, third air on this map because it's afford like you can grow, you can have way more engineer in the early game, and you don't need that much air at the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's the low side, so you never know. But I think it's not the most optimal. Actually, this build order, like with second land and third air, was done by V. If you know this player,
Yeah, yeah.
quite old player, but yeah, he was really good at making really good build order.
That's
So yeah, I'm going to be like, I will be enjoying this one, I guess, with Zlo doing some weird stuff like usual.
yeah, always nice to see Zillow play. He always does something different. I think two air factories is pretty nice. I mean, he can make some engineers out of these factories as well if he needs to, and also
Yeah, it's
this transport for expanding to the other side is pretty nice, and also expanding or making some proxy on the other side could be interesting. Maitz has already started his, you can see he's kind of gone second, third, Navy and Air, and already assisting his ACU to make the air factory. It's actually rushing the Hydro. I always like to send two fast engineers to that Hydro over here. It's pretty fast, and
yeah, they're both doing the same thing, rushing this hydro.
mm,
Yeah, I guess it's nice. Like, I'm not really thinking about this so much, but yeah, it's nice bonus boost. And like usual, they are taking their mixes in their base really late, but that's just because you don't really need this much, like to grab these mixes so fast. Well,
yeah.
actually, Zlo is just uh, doing a massive mass tool right now. Not sure what he's doing,
Mm.
but
Oh, what? How far are you in?
3 minutes 20 seconds.
All right, just catch up slightly. Yeah, he mistimed his reclaim. He had stopped reclaiming for a bit, and yeah, he just stalled for a bit there. I think he's still fine though. Still only has two mexes grabbed in his main base and one in the island. So normal for Mites. Mites is just doing the normal stuff here, making a lot of naval factories at the start as fast as he can. Also ecoing as a mex
Yep.
upgrading, and he's actually going to get a second air factory.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe. Yeah, they are maybe a bit late on leaving the base, in my opinion. I like to
yeah.
have this commander grabbing the second wreck because you never know, you can get your engineer reclaiming the second wreck quite killed quite easily by a bomber or fast frigate. So
Yeah,
yeah,
usually the first frigate I send across to yeah, stop any reclaiming by engineers. But actually Slow is using attack move on the top to try and get the wreck from some distance, which is quite nice. But yeah, as usual, Slow always leaves his AC in the base a bit longer than most people. He's a
I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering if they are going to get a transport though. Like not everyone is going for transport to expand.
Yeah,
Is bit quite expensive wise. I mean, on this map you really need to have a lot of energy, so
yeah.
I don't know if.
I think transport is. I think you should expand by transport here, really, to your furthest expansion, but not obviously some super fast rush. Just a bit later, because then you can't get denied by frigates, and you can drop like several NGs on the hydro or to the mexes, depending on whether you need more power at that time. Like,
Hmm.
and especially with 3 air factories, I would definitely make some transport. I mean, you can even make some units and drop on the islands on the other side, because it's hard to
Yeah.
raid there otherwise. Also,
And as I was saying, they both got their engineer going to the middle, to the reclaim denied, and they're
yeah,
both mastering crazily. Well, depending slow is now kind of fixed. Like he has a balanced eco right now, but I mean, I really think you need to be safer and to send this ACU sooner, especially like only 2 engineer. Like it has the build power of 2 engineers, so you can definitely afford sending the ACU sooner because you have
yeah,
so many engineer early on this map. So
yeah. I definitely agree. You gotta leave pretty fast just to make sure. Like, but yeah, Maitz is almost there. They're kind of left at the same time. Both too
yeah,
late.
kind of. Yeah.
It's but yeah, you see, you can't just kill. You can't defend against this first frigate, like, because a frigate killing a frigate takes far too long. Like, so it's gonna get in and do damage, kill any engineers nearby
Mm-mm.
before you can kill it. Can't really defend against it. Ecoing from both players. I'm just at 650 now. What are you
Yeah,
at?
I'm going to slow down a little bit, but yeah, eco-wise, I guess Maitz Noob is doing maybe a little bit better.
Mm.
Feel like he has a bit more tech to mixes.
Slow managed to dodge this bomber up north.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty nice. And the frigate A helped out. And actually, Might's going T2 Navy, which is pretty quick for T2 Navy. Not super fast. Slow is actually going for a ton of subs right now. Every factory is building subs, and he already has about 4 out. Subs
But
are,
maybe
yeah,
he's afraid maybe of a spam of sub from his opponent. You know, when you are UEF, your destroyer is a bit weaker, so
mm,
against yeah, submarines. But yeah, I think Zlo kind of like to use subs. Not really sure why, especially on navy map like this one where there is no water mixes. I tend to not go for submarine at all.
yeah,
Um, Especially that you can just fall back to some torpedo defense and just be safe, and you still have like frigates, and the more frigates you have, the more powerful your army is going to be a little bit later, especially when you are going to have some destroyer to protect you from the submarine, and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that is the problem with subs, is just transitioning them from T1, because on T1 they're pretty damn nice to have versus frigates. But
Mm.
once the Destros get out, I mean, if you're against Aeon or Cybern especially, the Destros just absolutely destroy the subs. If you're against Seraphim, the subs can actually do damage, and early on, when there's only a couple Destros out or just one, and the subs can do damage against the UEF, but then they have the Cooper as well. So, and then of course they get absolutely destroyed by torp bombers, die in one
Yeah,
pass,
sure.
and they cost like 50% more mass than a frigate, so they're pretty expensive.
I like how Zlo is putting off his radar on his not radar but radar jamming on his frigates. I don't know
Mm.
if you are at the right same moment, but
Yeah.
He's always doing these little tricks.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty expensive. I mean, they're like 5 power each for the jamming. It's kind of too much, to be honest. I think 'cause jamming is not super good. But definitely people should turn it off in a lot of cases because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And he has so many subs. He's 12 subs. No, 15 subs. That's so much Navy, like. And he isn't going T2 yet at all. Hasn't gone T2 air either, even though he has 3 air factories.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. Yeah, I would have expected him to go faster for this for Tech 2 Air, but I mean, yeah, submarines not too bad. I mean, right now with his number of submarines, he can really kill a destroyer for nearly losing
Yeah,
really few of them.
yeah,
But right now, Maitz kind of realized this and is going for Tech 2 submarines.
yeah.
So it's quite
That's
nice. I mean, he can kite the submarines of Zlo, especially that he has the stealth, and he forced Zlo to go for some Tech 2 Navy and for the torpedo boats. So not too bad.
yeah. Well, I think for forcing a Cybern to make the what's it called, Barracuda.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of completely fine for Cybern to make that anyway, whether he has subs
Yeah.
or not. So he just has to be careful he doesn't lose the first 1 or 2 Barracudas to these subs. Has to micro pretty well and stay out of range because there's so much mass in these submarines. He has like seven, it's like 7,500 mass in T1 subs. That's so ridiculous. I mean, the sub spam is disgusting. And he better, I mean, I would actually just go T2 air instead of trying to counter these subs with Navy. I would just torp them all, to
Yeah,
be honest.
definitely.
I mean, it would
This
be,
need to be like you saw Tech 1 sub. You need to go directly for Tech 2 airs and just you can even suicide your Tech 2 torpedo bomber. I guess it's already cost effective. So
yeah, it's like
nearly.
240 mass first torp bomber, and then like 360 mass for T1 sub. So that's pretty insane trade. Like one pass and it's dead. So subs are moving in now. I'm at 1150.
Yeah.
T1
I'm nearly
subs.
at 12 minutes.
All right. So we're
Yeah.
nicely aligned.
No.
The T1 subs
Yeah.
are just moving in, and already a couple of them have died, or like 4 of them have died already. Maitz is retreating. His Barracuda took some damage, but it looks like these subs are gonna be. Looks like Slow's subs are gonna get absolutely wrecked, to be honest. There's already like 4 Barracudas, 5. Another
But
one
all
coming.
depends on the micro. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the anti-torpedo defense of the torpedo defense of no, I mean anti-torpedo from Maitz can really deny all the power of having such sub army because the Cybern torpedo defense and anti-torp have like their flares, so
Hmm.
even with like 3 or 4 maybe Barracudas same spot, he can nearly deny all the torpedoes from his opponent submarine, so that's quite nice also.
Yeah, I think actually he should have made. Maitz should have made one of the Deceiver, or no, not Deceiver. Forgetting all the
Stealth
names. Yeah, the Mermaid. Because it has it's 600 mass and it has the same torpedo defense as a Destro, a destroyer. And actually, it didn't even matter. The Barracudas just have 1. I mean, he already had 4 or 5 Barracudas out, and at that point, it's just too late to actually use the T1 subs. So it just really shows the problem of the submarines transitioning into the T2 phase. They're
Yeah, it's
just
true.
not as good, and there's so much mass left. I mean, 150 mass in each wreck just left outside Maitz's base. So that might have been the biggest turning point in the game here in favor of
Yeah,
Maitz.
I, I like the fact that Zlo as already engineer like trying to reclaim some naval fight that happened a bit before,
Mm,
especially on the right bottom corner.
yeah,
But yeah, this army of Mace Noob is quite dangerous, especially now he has some tech-3 sonar that provides the stealth for his whole army. Though he was power stalling for quite a long time, it just finished for me like I'm 1440. It just finished the second Tech-2 Pigeon, so now it's gonna be better. But this tech-3 sonar was really draining a lot of power. But I guess
yeah,
now we can really try to grab some space and to win some more naval fight. I don't know.
yeah. I just saw he was stalling a lot there with that sonar. I think he should delay the sonar because it did get a lot more expensive in a patch quite a while ago, and you can just use the mermaids. Like minus 400 power drain is a hell of a lot. Like, and it also costs about 1,000 mass or more. So I would probably prefer mermaids at this stage of the game. He did kind of suffer with that massive stall. And now Slow has to make Coopers as well as Destros. That's so annoying to have to do both of those things. And also the Coopers kind of in danger to even some frigates.
Yeah, it's true. Mace Noob does have some destroyer now, so like he's taking good position, and he can use his destroyer to just kill the economy of Zlo. So he's kind of forcing Zlo to take some bad engagements. That could really be a good way of playing from Mace Noob. Depends how it turns out,
Yeah,
but
I
yeah, I
think
kind of like that.
yeah, I think if he is quite far forward and he's using the stealth, but I think he needs some proxy factory nearby so he can get reclaim and stuff. Otherwise, Slow is gonna get all the reclaim from forward fights. But yeah, he's using the Destro now to kill some mexes on the left. They're always very vulnerable when you have a disadvantage in Navy. One destroyer can just wipe out this expansion. And you can't really... It's hard for Slow to commit here. I think if Slow can torp the Barracudas, he would be in a good position. And now he's moving in. I'm at 1650.
Yeah,
Slow's
just
fighting.
going to. Yeah, I see that. And
Yeah,
finally the Tech-2 air from Zlo. So
yeah, later than expected. But here they come. If he can torp the Barracudas, it would be really good for him. But he still only has one Destro here, and a lot of Coopers and T1 Navy. The shield's moving in. Shield boat is so good. It just regens so fast after it goes down. I think it's really the main. And obviously it has massive range. Oh, he's
yeah,
losing.
it's really a good unit.
Yeah, he's losing Coopers to destroyers now, which is quite bad. That is the problem with Coopers. They don't go underwater. And it's a pretty even, well, 3 destroyers for Maitz is just kind of too much for Zlo to deal with, I think, at the minute.
Yeah, I see that. Anyway, like usually on this map, when there is a big fight like this, the game is kind of determined on who gets the reclaim of it. So it's usually turned off into like if you can grab the reclaim, or it's an internal, like it's a fight for the reclaim all the time, and And yeah, I think for the moment Maitz Noob is doing better. Zlo is going to lose his Destro maybe.
Oh, 75 HP.
Yay.
He just barely kept it alive.
And actually Zlo's kind of doing great now.
Yeah,
Um,
he actually has a lot of T1 still left over, and that's helping him a lot. But now this massive air fight is completely lost for Slow. Some pretty bad micro from both players. They look to be kind of AFK. In their pilots are AFK. But
well,
Slow,
actually,
yeah, Slow can get the reclaim now though, because Maitz had
yeah,
to
that's what I
retreat.
was thinking. He is trying to steal a bit of reclaim, still getting denied by the unit of Maitz Noob.
Yeah,
And eco-wise, I guess Maitz Noob is doing a bit better.
yeah.
And
Oh,
is increasing his naval build power. He's trying to get a second, an assist factory, Tech 2 assist factory.
yeah. And also, he's just gone T2 air. But Slow, oh, I think Slow is overcommitting in this fight here though, because Maitz, although he retreated with all his Destros basically full health. So he still had a strong force, and oh damn, Slow has so many shield boats. He has like 4 shield boats. That's actually really bad for him, because those shield boats are 1300 mass, and he has 4 shields. Well, he's actually lost 2 of them now, but I mean, most of the mass of his navy was in shields there, which is really bad. I mean, 1 or 2 at this stage would be good. Just 1, I think, really. And then the rest you need Destros and stuff. So that's kind of unfortunate.
Would have been sexy from Zlo to get some TML upgrade, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, that can be a way of getting out of this dire situation. Just TML the power, and then you can like maybe even TML the HQ.
Yeah.
Especially from Siren, I mean, their building are so fragile, so you can really use the TML to a good extent.
Yeah, and people just are never ready for TMLACU and ladder. I know from experience that I'm when I just got TMLAC'd by Mephi, you just don't expect it. And yeah, he could TML a lot of mexes, and also yeah, the HQ support factory. There's a lot of targets. But it's pretty expensive on power, and he had all those shields. Probably took all of his power. But now
Yeah.
there's a lot of Destros for Maitz. Looks pretty bad for Zlo. He's in the water, which is a dangerous place to be. He's even
Yeah, I guess
forced.
this game is nearly won for Maitz Noob. Like he has saved most of his Destros. He just lost 1, but now he has like 4, and he can just crush and try to secure the reclaim. He doesn't even need to push even more, and just secure the reclaim. Have some factory in attack move to the reclaim field. Maybe drops if you are a triad. And
Yeah.
it should be good.
Yeah, he's actually extremely slow to get this reclaim. Like, he's denying it, he's focused on denying it, but he hasn't actually sent any engineers, really. Which is kind of bad. But he should be able to get it eventually. Yeah, Slow calls GG. Well, that was interesting. Slow trying some different stuff as usual. Oh, I missed the right hand side. What happened to Slow's base? Looks like some dead power and stuff.
Actually, yeah, I think I missed it too. Or
Mm.
maybe just
Oh,
low control King some stuff. You never know. I don't know.
maybe. Or maybe it was some
I'm trying to
Corsair.
look at. Yeah, I think there is some like expensive aircraft lying around. So I think there was some Corsair. I
Yeah.
don't know. Actually, I
Mm.
really don't know.
Or gunships. I don't know. He has a dead air factory and a dead T2P gen as well. Well, Maitz played it just sort of just meta, basically. Just played the standard game. He reacted to the subs by making the right unit. Made the T2 sub for Cybrant, which is good against UEF anyway. It's nice to force Coopers and shields and stuff instead of just doing a Destro battle. So, nice play from Maitz. He has such a high rating, doesn't he? Do you think he's overrated?
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I'm maybe not the most, the best player to talk about overrating, but yeah, definitely. I played him like lately. I was quite unexpected. Like he really played well, so maybe, yeah, a bit too high, but shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, he's a
We'll
strong
see.
player, but yeah, yeah, he's a strong player. I haven't seen him play much against really, really good players like
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 Patrick.
yeah, or I haven't even seen him play much against Mephi actually,
Hmm.
or Ajax and stuff. Anyway, I'll end the video. Thanks, Keezer, for casting with me. Maybe we'll do some other ones sometime. And thanks
Yeah,
for
sure.
watching. See you guys.